Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you are now about to witness the first match of the 4th Champion Cup. That's right, the Cabal Vision official Champion Cup. This is the 4th season. Hundreds of teams have competed for the opportunity to be one of these 16 teams, and a blitz is going to kick us off as the Manfester United, a Blood and Tears flag-waving team coached by NomKT3, the #1 team heading into the cup from the ladder. This team came in with a solid record of 16-4, so 16 wins, 4 ties, and 0 losses, undefeated during the regular season, so to speak. And they will be visiting, because of the randomness, that they don't get home field advantage or anything. The schedule is randomly calculated, and the Roid Rage Babes, the #11 team, a chaos side coached by CalciumCas, who's returning for his 2nd cup in a row. Their record during the regular season, 24 wins, 7 draws, and 8 losses. And again, hundreds of teams competed for the opportunity to be one of these 16 teams. In order to make the cup, you had to qualify as the top team for your race. So you're seeing the top undead team versus the top chaos team. A blitz starts out, no removal on the blitz, but the undead definitely taking a strong approach here, putting the pressure on the chaos in the chaos backfield, and the chaos just fighting off the undead's attempts to kind of yoke them up. A lot of pressure being put right now on this guy. What's his name? Hyde. Try to read no, that's not Gish Tagore. Switched up on me. This guy has Gishzi Hyde, who has an extra arm. And let's see if that helps him pick up the ball. But if he screws that up, he's not going to have a lot of maneuvering room. Oh, the first pitch removal there as Kronar, the Usurper, the Mummy, knocked out strong by a blitzing beastman named Sluklo Tail. A claw palmer doesn't even need to use the pylon to take the Mummy off the board, and that's a big blow against the undead team. Nice little screen going on here by the Chaos team. Often Chaos teams like, oh, wait, and the Wizard kicks off the undead side using the services of a Wizard here. They've got 5 rerolls and a Wizard going into this. I'm wondering if a Halfling Chef was used. I wonder if that was the inducement. In any case, wow! Wizard is used, and Limb Collector jumps right through the screen, picks up the ball, and he's going to score right away. The undead are on the board first, and I bet you the Chaos were not expecting that. The blitzkrieg approach. Limb Collector celebrates by chewing on the cameraman's face. Oh, get a replacement in there. What a way to kick off this match. Both sides obviously thirsty for blood, and anybody's blood will do. They go at each other. They go at cameramen. We've already got pitch removals, but that Mummy gets right back up, and he's ready to go. And what a aggressive defense for Manfester United pays off. And how is the Chaos team going to respond to that? Ball is kicked off. And Hyde is going to get under it that time. But there's a perfect defense this time. And the defense has just been coached very, very well by the upcoming coach, NomKT3. Again, coming in #1 overall in the ladder, undefeated. But this is his first cup. And CC, CalciumCas, a.k.a. CC, coaching the Roid Rage Babes. This isn't his first rodeo. It's his 2nd cup. And so he's now a cup veteran. And he's trying to show this young coach, hey, I'm in control here. You don't know what you signed up for, son. But NomKT3 is trying to tell him, hey, look, the old ways are over. This is time for the new brigade coming in. And let's see if he's able to hold up under the pressure that's about to be exalted. Now, the Chaos team is laying the hits down. Of course, something that helps against Claw Palm is the regeneration skill, which most of the undead team does have. And it looks like they're going to need it because Kronar the Usurper is knocked to the ground. He is badly hurt, but he regenerates on the sideline, and we will be seeing him back again. By the way, if you're wondering, No, this is not a, well, this is a live match, as in the match is currently going on right now live, but we got late notice of the, or we got early notice of the match, but we were unable to free up until late. So we joined the match late, and I wanted to back it up so that you don't miss any of this action. So unless you're watching Cabal Vision, you've been watching it on Cabal Vision, all of this is new to me, it's new to you too. Let's just roll with it, and we don't have to wait while coaches are figuring out what their next move is. But before long, in a few turns, we should catch up, and we should be absolutely live. You see the little white meter there on the bottom left. And, oh, double skulls. Nuffle tries to mess with the undead, but Vlad the Slayer did some extra chaining this week and manages to knock down a beastman. Little pushback action there by Ramses the Elder. He's pissed off that his colleague in Mummydom has been removed from the pitch for the time being. Takes a swipe, unable to fell the Beastman. And we got a nice little chaos screen coming up, developing over here on the right side. And the Chaos have picked a side, and they're just going to go that way. And there's Tail, the Claw Palmer, unable to knock Vlad down. He takes his swipe, pushes him back, and backs up, and our ball carrier is going to be over on that right side. This is a veteran coach over here. He stacked everybody up over on this side of the pitch, but he's got this little screen going over here with various layers. So even if you manage to break one down, getting to the ball carrier is going to be tough. And there's an attack by the Ghoul. And Cranium Muncher is going to knock down his adversary, tries to back up. Nuffle was going to introduce him to a little slip and fall, but he did some extra wind sprints this week, and he's able to increase his range of movement for the turn. Ramses the Elder, again, doing a lot of pushing, but not actually removing anybody. And I have a feeling that this match is going to be very much about pitch removal and attrition. And it's really going to be a battle of Claw Palm against Regeneration, but if the Undead team wants to survive here, they really, really are going to have to utilize that Mighty Blow to remove some of these Chaos players from the pitch. All that being said, the Chaos have not managed to permanently remove anybody yet. A knockout, a badly hurt that regened. And now the Undead are going to get the chance to retaliate. Coach CalciumCas has promised there will be blood in this match. Nam KT3 has been pretty silent. He just chooses to do his talking through action. And again, the #1 team in the ladder during the regular season. So let's see if he's able to keep up that maximum success here, or does he get bounced in the first round? As in, welcome to the cup, Rook. There's a knockout. And Brutus, now the Grim Skyash is gonna, man, these guys with the generic names, huh? They're gonna follow up. It looks like the Undead are ready to, the Chaos are ready to engage, mark players up, and they're daring the Undead to show them something. Confident that the Claw Palm will work. And the Mighty Blow Claw, and here's a little action there. Tail's going to take a swipe at Vlad, and can he put him away with the pylon? He's got the stun at first, and the pylon is not just going to stun him. That's it. CC expertly moves up his players, not wanting to leave Tail on his own there to get fouled. And the Chaos just pushing their way up that right side. The Undead look like they're going to stand in the way here and give them some problems. chain push action there. The blitz still has not been used. That helps. Das Boot gets knocked out by Ramses the Elder. And are we going to see the blitz? No, no blitz. Yeah, just take their position, and this is tough. You don't want to leave your players, especially those ghouls who cannot regenerate, in contact with a Mighty Blow Claw Beastman. Little push action there, but I have the feeling that's not the last hit that Tom is going to take, and it is not. The Beastman lowers his rams and gives him a face full of horns, and Tom the Scavenger, the journeyman, is going to get knocked out. There's the blitz. And Sayesh is going to connect, and it's just a stun. As Nam probably holds his breath, and that Chaos screen is going to move up that sideline. Oh, the double one-die attempt is unsuccessful, as the limb collector counter punches and floors Spyrigors to the deck. A little blitz action there, and could we be seeing a surf? As Stay on Target is up against the wall. Now there probably will be no surf, but the undead side making it tough on the Chaos, and the wizard used on the ghoul. Limb Collector is injured by a lightning bolt. He's badly hurt, and we will not be seeing him back in this match. Little patty cake action there. And yeah, Stay on Target doesn't like being pushed up against that sideline and lets loose on Edmund the Vanguard. He says nobody puts baby in the corner, moves away from the sideline. A counterattack by these Chaos. They do not like being crowded. And Sluklau Tail is going to floor Quintus the Revived, opening a little pathway down there, a little alley to the touchdown. And our friendly ball carrier is going to move into position to score next turn. That's Gidshi Hyde. Oh, a failed dodge attempt. That was mean. Sweep the leg, Johnny. And Murder Inc. is going to hit the deck. Ramses the Elder pushing back Gishtiger. And, oh, the skulls are ineffective at first. A little extra heavy bag training this week. Puts everything in perspective, and it looks like the Undead are just giving up the score at this point. So he was going to put one final obstacle in the way. It's not going to be enough, and there is going to be a turn 8 trot into the sideline by the Chaos. No, there's not. CC says, I want my extra hits, and it's going to be a 3-die block on Vlad the Slayer. They want to make sure they bring him down. And here comes the Claw Palm. Sluklau Tail is going to let Vlad have it. Knock him to the deck, and if at first you don't succeed, pile on again. Hits him with the nasty elbow, does no damage. Vlad takes pain like a champ. And we got Jim Sardanic in the chat screaming, go CalciumCas, as Gidshi Hyde ties up the match, and we've got a tie ball game heading into the bottom of the 8th. Some real action so far in this match. 1-1, anything could happen, and both sides are motivated. The knockouts get up for the Chaos. That ghoul is not getting back up after he got lightning bolted down, but everybody that's knocked out says, screw that. You can't keep me off this field. That's a lot of reserves for the Undead. It really does help to have that many reserves sitting around, especially when you got a definite bona fide kill Chaos team here like CalciumCas has built. Yeah, CC had garnered a lot of distrust and hate by people who played against him just because of the very in-your-face, break-your-neck style that he plays. He really embraces the kill and kill chaos. However, over time, he has definitely won the crowd over. This is the equivalent of, you got some really, to me, I keep saying this, you got some really exciting Agi teams that just embrace being Agi, and those are the guys that make the crazy dodges, pick up the ball in traffic, make a crazy pass, with no regard for the possible interception, and those guys are really entertaining. I think as far as Bash, another blitz! Wow, that's 2 blitzes so far in the game. Because the Chaos, however, are already all the way back, they're just not going to be able to take advantage of it. And instead, Vlad is going to try to get his revenge for being knocked out before. And a little stun there. And both zombies back on the pitch. Unable to knock down Murder Inc. And here comes Grimhag. Again, nobody removed. But it looks like there is going to be a foul. Yeah, but so over time, I would say, so the equivalent of this is an entertaining Bash team. This is a team that you really see embrace every match for them is an opportunity to fight. These guys love to hit. They love to break people. And it looks like the Undead team is trying to just match them fist for fist. They said, you want to knuckle up? Let's go. And here comes the dirty. A big bony foot comes down on Murder Inc., who is stunned. That's it. And that's going to end the first half, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 1-1. And the Chaos side will be getting the ball back. The Undead short a ghoul, but they're not short numbers. That's for sure. I think they got 4 reserves, something like that. No, I'm totally wrong about that. They got 1 reserve. It's the Chaos team that has 2 reserves. Gotcha. Where'd I get that other number from? In any case, we are watching a live match, but we are still catching up to the live action. As you can see by that white bar at the bottom of the screen, that's how much caught up we are. We're almost live. Thankfully, we don't have to sit here and watch the coaches set up on the kickoff. We get to fast forward those parts and get right to the good stuff. Definitely an exciting match. Way to kick off the Cup, the Season 4 of the Cup. This is the first match. I like that. There's, again, hundreds of teams have vied for the opportunity. Another blitz! 3rd blitz of the match! And I was wrong. I thought Chaos were receiving. They're not. They're on defense. That's right. The first score happened because if you're just tuning in, the Undead actually got a blitz to open the game, put a bunch of pressure on, managed to use their wizard to dislodge the ball. Their ghoul shot through and scored. Chaos got the ball back, tied it up. Yeah, Burzo, definitely blitz fest happening here. And now the Undead got the ball, but blitz comes in, and Chrono the Usurper again knocked out of the match for the time being. He may come back, but that is big. That is huge. Remove a zombie from the pitch, and you have definitely put you have definitely sabotaged one of the critical strengths of an Undead team. And I'm going to switch the camera angle to the offense now. Be watching from Manfester United side. And you're going to have, what's this, a Cramfoam Muncher? I don't even know what that name is about, but sure. He's going to be the ball carrier. And then we have a Mummy block with the double skulls, but he did some extra training himself this week on blocking techniques. So he's able to turn that into a push. A little stun action there from Gishtagur. Another set of double skulls. If either one of these teams were elves of any kind, they would be crying about double ones like that. But there's been a lot of Nuffle, threatening to play a part. Luckily, the rerolls have stepped in and made this less about the dice and more about the positioning and chances the coaches are taking. Seen some solid positioning and play by both coaches so far. And there is the blitz from our claw-palming tail, who manages to break armor, and they've been targeting these whites all day. Oswald the Unjust is stunned, but that's not enough, and Tail is going to pile on, give him the nasty leg, drops it on his face, but Oswald has seen worse. That's how he gets down on a Friday night. This ain't no new thing for him. You can foul him all you want. Makes no difference to him. And the Chaos team continues to try to remove pieces. Are we going to see a red die block on the Mummy? We will find out shortly. Stay on target, knocking the zombie down. He stays on target. Only results in a stun, though. Edmund the Vanguard is stunned. He's seeing stars. And, these aren't pitch removals, but... Ooh, failed dodge. But the stun does help you, gain a positioning and advantage in the next turn, so... So Berzo jumping in saying in the chat, he's saying pressure is on the undead now. He thinks Calcium to win that one. He thinks the Chaos are going to win. And I'd say right now, with the ball in the second half and a tie score, the advantage is really for the undead. Although it hurts that they're missing a mummy. But they still have the ball in their possession. And it looks like we are completely live now, folks. As you can tell, the action has slowed up a little bit while the coaches debate what they're going to do in each circumstance. Those undead numbers, definitely because of the stuns, though, are looking kind of thin compared to the chaos numbers. The stuns and the removal of that zombie right there. Kronar the Usurper. We spent a lot of time on his back this match. And Graffle Muncher's gonna sit back a little bit and survey the landscape here, while his ghoul buddy Gravel Flayer is going to move up and threaten a potential breakaway. This might make CC a little apprehensive about sending too many people. And we know that both sides wizards, and that's right, I believe the Roid Rage Babes had a wizard magician shop employed for as their enhancement for the stadium. Up there it is, the magician shop. Yep. You see from the red, that little red icon up there says, yeah, confirms that the Roid Rage Babes stadium there at home boasts a magician shop. So both sides get a wizard automatically, and both wizards have been used. They are off the table. And the good times continue. The Mighty Blow Claw is just not really having the effect that I'm sure CC is accustomed to and hopes for on a regular basis. Another set of double skulls. We have had at least 3 sets of double skulls in this match. 3 that I can remember. Like, definitely. And Gravel Flayer knocked out. There goes the breakaway threat. And now the numbers are really starting to skew for the side of the Chaos, it looks like. CC's not too worried about hurrying up and grabbing that ball. He is more worried in removal. Some good positioning here from the Chaos team. They've got their players in a position where these, they're not letting anybody behind them. Marking up where it's appropriate. They got their foot on the Undead's neck, and they want to keep it there. But the Undead pushing back a little bit. Say, we're not gonna take it. The numbers are starting to really thin for the Undead, and they got to do something about this.
That's quite a mismatch, Bob.
I know. That weedy fella.
And Ramses the Elder is going to lash out at not enough. Is that beer mate? Not enough beer mate. Nice. Some good names on the Chaos side. And Born to Kill, PS4 division, is stunned by the zombie Gerhardt the Vanguard. So it looks like the Undead are clearing a little breathing room, but a lot of them are still in contact with the Chaos side. So now you're going to have Cranfelmuncher start to pull to the left. He gets uneasy sitting back there. He gets uncomfortable. I would argue that he's a lot safer there, because you actually have Beastmen in contact with these blockers over here. Be interesting to see if CC can clear an opportunity for and take advantage of a shot on the ball.
This is going to be decisive.
A little play slap right there from the Chaos. Doesn't knock down the zombie. And uh-oh, a back smack on Ramses the Elder, and both mummies are off the pitch for the time being. That is major. Those two are the pillars of the Undead team. That is their core. Yeah, and Berzo chiming in saying, hey, he's doubling down. He's saying, really? I mean, if you didn't believe me before if you didn't believe Berzo before when he said the Chaos really had the advantage, you better believe him now. He's saying some magic is going to be needed here to keep the Undead from giving the ball up and in order for them to score, they're going to need some magic. But they've already spent their wizards. Wizards are gone for both sides. Right now, we've got enough for a one die block on the ball carrier. CC moving everybody into position. And another set of double skulls! Wow! That's the fourth set of double skulls at least that we've seen in this match. Nuffle is active. And how will the Undead respond? How will they get out of this jam? Will they get out of this jam?
Unity is strength.
Another big blue arrow. And really, I mean, the removals have really been one-sided. This Chaos team is handing it to the Undead team. And now the Undead team has lost all of its mighty blow pieces from the pitch. I mean, really, they do need to just temporarily win the positioning battle and get in that end zone.
The attacker has an assist. Well done.
Two-die block on Das Boot. It's a stiff punch. There's just not a lot of places for Crantham Muncher to go. And we got Nam KT talking to his players through smoke signals from the sideline. He's been drawing up plays over there, trying to figure out how to protect that ball carrier and yet send some scoring threats downfield. Starting to look as if Crantham Muncher is going to reverse the field. Well, I don't think he can get there. But I don't know. He might just reverse the field and go to this right side. But there's a lot of Chaos players over there, and there's still two laying down that are unobstructed. So that might not be the best course of action either. He's really running out of courses of action. And he makes want to start thinking about just surviving one turn at a time. No, he said screw it, and he is going for a legitimate potato. He has a blodger in place, though, with the ball. It's Crantham Muncher with the blodge skill, and the Chaos have limited players with the tackle ability, and he's basically gotten his player out of the range of most of them. 2, 3, 7. Well, with 2 GFIs, Sayas can get to him. This is just a desperate attempt. I mean, it's pretty much figured, you know what, it's either go backwards or forwards, and we're going to press on ahead. Crantham Muncher chooses to potato on the right side. Another removal. They are really mounting up.
Let's take a quick look at that player. Yes, the
More armor broken. And this time, it's Oswald the Unjust who is stunned, and here comes the pylon! Not doing any damage. Sluklau Tail has just not been getting it done. Let's see if... Uh-oh! And the Chaos Warrior tries to get over there and ends up tripping, stumbling as he gets near the ghoul, who quickly smacks him to the ground. That opens it up for Fun Muncher to dodge away. He won't be able to score, but is he going to continue his potatoing ways? All he's got to do is survive one more onslaught like that, and he's in the end zone. Now, the best part, though, is, this breakaway, this potato, again, he's a blodger. So there is going to be, if CC can pull away one of these beastmen to get a shot at him, and right now it's looking like the only guy that is close enough to do that, to actually get a shot on him, is not enough beer mate. He'll get a 2-die block on him, but this is a blodger, so unless it's POW, the ghoul is going to score. Bold move to potato up that sideline. Berzo saying he thinks Kaz has had an affair with Nuffle's sister. I mean, I think, Blood Bowl is waves of good luck and bad luck, and sometimes you gotta, I mean, if you were just looking at this match from before, you would say the Undead, aside in the beginning, started out with really good luck with being able to dodge through with the ghoul, pull the ball away that they used their wizard early on and score. But then, I mean, the removals have really been in favor of the Chaos team. So just saying, screw it, I'm going to go for it, roll the dice on a couple turns, see if my luck turns around. That ended up being a good choice for Nam KT. But it's still not out of the question that not enough beer mate could take this ball away from that ghoul. He's going to have to dodge over there to make it happen. But first, CC is trying to land some hits and remove some more players. One of the few times he's not going to blitz with
Going to be decisive.
Sluklo tail. Quintus the revive gets knocked to the ground. Freeing up Das Boot. He's going to run towards the ball. And here comes the dodge. Oh no! He chooses not to dodge. He's going to blitz. Knock the zombie down, or the skeleton down rather. Gerhard the Vanguard is once again stunned. And now not enough beer mate is going to mark up the ghoul. With no tackle skill, there is a high probability that Cranfa Muncher is able to break away. But CC with no rerolls did not want to risk the failed dodge. There's too many things that could go wrong. You just had to just put some pressure on the undead, force them to roll some dice and see what happens.
At the same time.
At the very least, though, he is forcing the undead team to score right now, right away, leaving the chaos rather 3 turns to run downfield and return the favor. Now, if you're a Manfester and you've got 3 rerolls, 3 turns left, I'm sure they're looking to try to get some blocking dice on at least, get a blitz on one of these beastmen, see if they can knock somebody off of the pitch. And no, he's going to 1-die block against not enough beer mate. Results in a little patty cake. He uses the reroll because why not? That could have gone badly for him, but it doesn't. Cranfa Muncher pushes away not enough beer mate, and he is going to trot into that end zone. Sliding in, somersaulting. The go-ahead score for Manfester United puts them up 2-1. And Berzo got the score right, but not the coach. He said 2-1 Kaz. It looks like right now it's 2-1 Nam KT. And now we get to find out whether CC is one-dimensional in terms of just a basher, as some people accuse him of being, or is he multi-dimensional and able to create an offense here. We are going to find out. Only one of the mummies gets up. That helps. That helps the chaos out here. And I'm going to switch the camera view to our offense. Look at that. So the undead, they get 2 of the knockouts back, but now the difference in numbers is showing. And defending against the 3-turn touchdown is going to be pretty tough for this undead side. Let's see how they hold up. And while this is happening, I'm going to use the opportunity to go refill my coffee, and I will be right back.
Hey, Jim. How many halflings does it take to change a candle in a lantern?
Well, they're very short, so maybe quite a few.
My experience, it takes 6.
Right back in time for the kickoff, and the fans are going nuts here, backing the home team. The Roid Rage Babes fans really helped them out here. But not even their cheering is enough to help Mr. Hyde over here from to catch that ball. And the Chaos are going to try to clear a path for themselves. Again, you are watching, if you've just been joining us here, we are in turn 14 of the first match of the first round of the Cabal Vision Official Championship Cup. 16 teams, one representing each race in a big battle for the 4th Champion Cup.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Little push action there going on the line. Chaos only got 3 turns to get downfield, so they can't spend too much time focusing on removals anymore. Looks like they're setting up for a gigantic mummy block. The problem is that mummy's a 5th set of double skulls. This is a match chock full of double skulls. Reroll is used, and boy, the Chaos needed that reroll. They were taking their time getting upfield. Still saving the blitz for their claw palmer, and it's going to go on this mummy. And this was the danger of blitzing the stand firm mummy. Committing they marked him up with 3 guys, unable to knock him down. He's got stand firm, so now he's holding him up, and they need to free up at least one guy, put one guy in scoring range for by the end of turn 15. And they have nobody in scoring range right now. Fortunately for them, they now have a ball carrier. Hyde has the ball. And he may not even need to pass to get in a score. He might. I mean, you got 13 spaces here. He could travel 6 and then +2 with GFIs. So actually, no, he doesn't need to. He can GFI his way to the end zone. Three GFIs at this point. So he may not have to pass this ball or hand it off to anybody, but CC definitely does want to get somebody, at least one person, in scoring range by the end of turn 15, or this game is over. Preferably he wants to set up different options as well. So now the Undead trying to figure out how aggressive they want to get with this defense. And we've got a cup alumni, Mellow Gold, in the chat. Exciting conclusion of this match, or might be the beginning of overtime. Undead making their move, trying to be obstacles. Not let the Chaos bully their way into scoring position. The blitz is going to come from the Ghoul. He's in a safety position. And Cramful Muncher, who potatoed his way to a touchdown to put Manfester ahead, is able to solidly punch Das Boot to the ground. Yeah, Mello, it's definitely been a good game. Not the injuries that we thought. We thought it was going to be really bloody. I mean, it was more knockdown and positioning, and you know, the pieces that got removed. There was a couple badly hurts or injuries that turned into regens, and then a lot of the knockouts came back. So I guess there's been a lot of armor breaking here, but really this game has been more about just quick pushes to score and positioning. It's been pretty exciting though. Undead are happy with their position. They're going to put the onus here on the Chaos to free themselves up. Again, my advice to people consistently is get somebody in scoring range immediately before you throw dice. Anything could go wrong with the dice here. So, I mean, if you can help it, right? There's times, I mean, that's just the basic instructions here. Of course, CC is playing on an advanced, you know, on an advanced program here, rather. But, yeah, to me, the first thing you do is get somebody in scoring range. Because if there's another set of double, there's been at least 5 sets of double skulls, I think, that we've counted so far. And if there's another set of double skulls in this match, like right now, before he's moved somebody into position, then he's done. Game over. And he is, CC's been choosing to knock a lot of people down, which is great, but you also got to leave yourself scoring options. And that definitely helps. He's managed to clear the whole left side, and Oswald the Unjust is injured. That's a groin strain, and he will be out for the rest of this game as well as the next one, except that he regenerates that torn groin muscle. He just grew it back. And right now, with 2 GFIs, basically, Tigor here is in scoring position next turn. With 2 GFIs, he can get in the end zone. And he's pretty far away from the rest of the undead. And now CC puts Born to Kill over here in an easy scoring position. No GFIs needed. And he looks like he is out of the reach of the closest, undead player. Nobody can get to him. Not even this ghoul over here. So, if CC can get the ball over to Born to Kill, he's looking good for tying this up and sending it to overtime. Man, the pylon has been straight up ineffective all match. All right, what's CC going to do with the ball carrier? Of course, he's going to run him to the left. Is he going to go ahead and just throw it now? Oh, he tries to GFI and stumbles and injures himself. That is crucial. Apo is used. The player's going to join the captain, but if he doesn't make it to overtime, that's for nothing. So he has got 2 players in scoring position. At least one of them is completely out of the range of the defense, but the problem is Calci is out of reroll, still has to pick up the ball and hand it off to Born to Kill to extend this match. Yeah, Mello, the double skulls have been in full effect this match. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So it looks like Nam KT is he's just picking up these zombies here, tying up the Chaos players. He's tying everybody up so that they can't get over and help picking up that ball to lessen the options. And we are probably going to see Grand Fun Muncher run over there and put a body on that Beastman. And it is looking tougher and tougher for CC, who again has no rerolls. Because if that ghoul makes it over here and marks up Tigger over here, that's going to create a... He'll have to dodge away from that, 67%. Pick up the ball. And that does not help the undead. Burning the reroll, trying to get the zombie over, but you know what? Reroll is effective. That's what they're for. And now he's got a body on the ball and on the potential guy who's going to pick up the ball. And now he's got 2 bodies on the ball. Grand Fun Muncher comes over there. and puts a body on the ball, this is becoming a lot less likely that the Chaos are going to get this off. Chaos got some options here, but definitely some options here. The game is not over yet, but there are going to be some dice rolls that are going to be needed to be thrown by this Chaos squad. Burzo saying, great finish to a great game. I'm not sure that this is the finish, Burzo. We could be seeing overtime here. But yeah, I mean, this is exciting so far. The whole game, it's just been, I mean, these coaches have been going at each other, so. And turn 16, the top of turn 16 ends. There you go. So step one, clear the zombie. Bone collector, knocked out. Okay, now he's just freed up at least one guy. Chaos Warrior frees away. Now he's got two guys free. And I see the plan developing here. He's going to need to clear out Crampo Muncher. And a little patty cake action. That hurts. That hurts real bad. It'll make this a lot tougher now. I mean, obviously, all he had to do is if he would have managed to knock the school down, he's got a 2-die block here. And no, the dodge away, unsuccessful. And CC is knocked out in the first round this time around. Wow. I'm going to see if I can get both of these coaches on. I'll invite them for a real quick post interview. Let me see if I can get them on here. Just bear with me a second. Just a very, very exciting match. A very exciting end to the matter. Invited one of them. Inviting the second one right now.
Hello.
Hey, so we got Coach Cece just joined us. What an ending to this match. Wow, I mean, it really looked like we were going to overtime, and some stellar defense played by Nam KT3, it looks like. How'd you feel about that? I mean, how was...
Yeah, well, I probably should reserve my comments until I cool down a little bit. The amount of double skulls I rolled that game was fucking stupid. I burnt, you know, and the problem was I couldn't not use my rerolls because every roll, it seemed to be pivotal rolls. There was probably one or two where I couldn't have burnt rerolls. You know, obviously, once again, I was up against the Halfling Master Chef. I'm gonna have to maybe start managing my TV a little bit. Because, guys are becoming wise. They know that I don't care about inducements other than a Halfling Master Chef. I think TV management is a really big anal part of Blood Bowl, but do you know what? It's something I may have to do. But I would just like to say, you know, Nom played really well. He did nothing wrong. His dice were amazing. Sending me a message 2/3 of the game through complaining about his kick not working. Again, I'll reserve judgment on that. I'm really...
Well, his kick skill?
Crying about that.
His kick skill not working? Oh, he just does it. That's a glitch that you could fix. You're on your own.
Yeah. If I'd spent the whole game and the only thing that hadn't worked was my kick skill, then I would have been pretty happy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was just one of those games. I've had a really good run over the last couple of years. I'm tearing up on the PC. Third or fourth overall in the standings on the PC. And you know, obviously I'm doing well with Dark Elves in the PS4 division. So I've had a pretty good run. So you can argue that, you know, we all have it coming. Yeah, it's frustrating because I had so many armor breaks that game.
26.
Every other block.
20
every
to
other
his
block was
9.
an armor break.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You had 62 blocks succeeded to his 33, which was crazy.
yeah, yeah,
7 KOs to his 2, and then 2 injuries.
yeah, all his KOs came back. I should be winning that game at that point, but you know, I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to isolate and take out his ghouls. He did protect them really, really well. You know, the lightning bolt was amazing. I was always going to fry a ghoul.
That was a bold move that paid off. It could have gone really poorly for him and wasted his wizard, but it did pay off.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you saw the blitz at the beginning.
I did.
Insane.
Yep.
You know, and the ghoul dodge. I thought I'd lock down that ghoul.
There were like 3 blitzes in this game. This game was full of double skulls and blitzes. We counted 5 double skulls between the 2 teams. I'm not sure if I mean I guess most of them were yours. I didn't count who had what, but I knew there were 5 total, and there were 3 blitzes, which I think were split like 2 for him and 1 for you. And yours came when you couldn't take advantage of it because you were all deep.
Yeah, you're
always
not
been
going
a
to set
fan.
up to allow your opponent to give free blitz against you on turn 8.
Right.
You know, the turn 8 deep defense is a standard defense, but how many times does nothing flick you in the nuts and say, actually, have a blitz? You know? I'm not sore. I'm not sore about the result. I'm not sore about the game itself. I'm a little bit sore that he texted me. He messaged me 2/3 of the way through, complaining, especially in light of the dice he had. Yeah, I've got a bit of an issue with that, but you know, it is what it is.
You'll feel better about it in a few hours. But yeah, that's a common glitch. And if you guys are watching and you don't know, I don't know if it's the same on PC, but sometimes your player with the kick skill will not automatically activate, and it could be either you're lining him up improperly, which means you've got him on the line, or he's in the wide zones, in which case you can't use the skill. But sometimes it doesn't select that player to kick the ball for you, even if you've got him lined up properly. So all you got to do is manually select him and press X, and then he'll be the guy that's kicking the ball off. But not everybody knows that, so it can be frustrating if you spend that skill and then aren't able to use it. But yeah, I mean, I could see from you're the wrong guy to complain to about that, because you really don't care. You ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? You know, I'm listening to the PC Secret Handshake Twitching Stream Squad at the moment. Yeah, and all they do is berate opponents. You know, basically take the piss out of opponents and then complain when they hit bad dice. And you know, the reason I have a 15, 16 and 0 record on there and I don't have it on the PS4 is I'm putting this out there now. The standard on the PS4, it may be a much smaller user base, but the standard of coaching is much higher. You know, when you have a larger field, you're going to have a lot of crappy wheat in it. And that's basically what the PC's got at the moment. Yeah, they have a much larger user base, but it's not great, a lot of it. But yeah, dice happen. You know, I have no problem with losing a game of Blood Bowl. Of course, I would have liked to have won this game. You know, I'm in it to win it. I'm a competitive guy.
Right.
But I also accept that bad dice are bad dice. They happen.
Right.
Do you know what? I quite often call one of my players in my team, we all have it coming. If you can't accept that, then you're playing the wrong game.
Right.
I love the random aspect of this game. I love the fact that the best coach in the world can be sunk by a bucket full of ones. I think that's what makes this game unique and amazing. And again, when I listen to the Secret Handshake, you know, Stonemason PC squad saying, "Oh, we need to remove the random factor of this game," I'm thinking, if you want to kill this game, you remove the random.
Right.
Factor. So, you know, yeah, you know, I've just messaged him, basically telling him to shove his complaining up his ass. But other than that, it was a really good game. You know, yeah, I'm a straight talking guy. I've got no time for. Yeah, do you know what? I think the only thing that didn't work for him during the game was kick, and it was utterly irrelevant because I got kick off return anyway. You know, so my ball carrier was. Yeah, but hey, what an ending to the game. Do you know what? I'm actually taking comfort in the fact that one of my players is actually on his team now. So
He lives on. So if they win the whole thing, it's kind of like you partially won. You own a share in that stock.
do you know what? It's as ever. I will definitely do some commentating for the finals games.
Great.
Because you know how much I love this division. Yeah, I don't like losing. No one, I don't think anyone in these finals or that seriously play in the championship ladder. None of us like to lose.
No, but I'll tell you sometimes what makes a loss worse is when you play like real crap and you're like, I underperformed and I went this whole season, I came in and I did some stupid things and I lost, through some fault of my own. But both of you, I can legitimately say, having watched this game, it was good coaching on both. This game wasn't decided by one coach doing something really stupid or a misclick or something crappy like that. Like, it was, everybody did their job. It's just it worked out the way. I think you both kept reacting very well to how the dice would shift the momentum, and you guys both adjusted, and it was definitely a swinging pendulum. Like at the very end there, I really thought that touchdown was yours. You just had it set up. It was all perfect. And then you tried that GFI, and it didn't work, and then all of a sudden he had a way to stall you up, and then it still looked like you had the blocks freed up to get what you needed, and then those, you got the both down instead of some kind of push or something, that could have done something for you, and yeah, it was just a great match, and it was a very fitting ending to it, even though it didn't come out favorably. I think you can walk away from this with your head held high, and so can he. Both of you guys really definitely played very well and set a good example of the kind of standard that we have on PS4 here.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? I walked away from this game. I don't believe I did anything, majorly wrong. I felt that I was up against it really from turn one. That blitz, and he rolled a hard five to dodge to score against me, and I was uphill. Scoring in the first half was really difficult. I had to really think about it, and
You did a great job with that too. That was awesome. I mean, at that point.
When Plan A doesn't work for Chaos, and because there's a lot of Glorpom hate and a lot of Bash hate out there. When Plan A doesn't work for Chaos, it's really, they struggle with a Plan B. They are what they are, but that's the same as Elves. Elves are what they are. Elf are a run and gun team. They're
right.
not going to stand and trade. So what happens when their passing or running game fails them? What are they going to do? So I think what we need to do, and again, one of the things that the PS4 community does really well is they look at the whole picture, and they're a lot more balanced than a lot of PC players. There's far less sense of entitlement on the PS4, which I absolutely love. But yeah, getting back to the game, I felt that I didn't do anything wrong. My dice absolutely let me down this game, and I don't even think Nom has just messaged me saying have to apologise for my luckiest dice I've had ever. I don't actually think he had insanely lucky dice.
No, they weren't. No, it was. Yeah, I don't know. Were most of those double skulls were yours? That was pretty bad. Some of the rerolls helped make up for it. But yeah, I don't know, man. That was just It was funny because it was like a swing, right? Like at the beginning of the game, it looked like, oh wow, he got that off and he jumped to a quick lead, and then you started depleting his forces, and were able to score. So then I don't know. I don't think the dice were really one-sided. It just at the right moment for him, they kind of came through at the end there. You kind of got screwed at the end, but I mean, it's just well played from both of you.
I'm very happy. I look forward to watching the rest of the games. Do you know what? If anything, and other coaches can relate to this.
Yeah.
This is some tense shit, I tell you.
It is a lot more fun announcing. It is more fun announcing the game than actually sitting there and trying to make the decisions and stressing them out, and it's and dealing with the dice and the whole nine. Like but no, it did a really good job.
I'll be back for next season. I'm flying high with actually Dark Elves at the moment. I've got a pimped up Dark Elf team.
It's called Smack My Witch Up, right? Smack My Witch Up. I like that.
They're proper pimped up at the moment.
Nice.
And So I'm really, really going to work hard to get them through to the finals and prove to everyone that I'm not a one-trick pony. So
Nice.
I will catch up with you guys in season 5. I'll look forward to announcing the rest of these finals games, hopefully with you and Bernie series, Just.
Yes, sir. Awesome. Looking forward to it. And yeah, thanks again for giving the interview. Despite the bad result, but as always, well played. You represented well, and I'm sure we will see much more of you in the coming cups and in future seasons.
Absolutely. Cheers, mate.
All right, sir. Have a good one. And thank you all for joining us. Thank you for joining us in the chat. This has been the PS4 official CabalVision Champion Cup. First game of the first round. Many more to come.